I've been making spaghetti since I was about 15 years old. And before that time, of course, our festival wasn't here in this area. It was up at the, across the street from the light here in Tontitown. And we had a small church, and the Great Festival started at that area. And that was back in, well, I was born in 1929, July the 9th, 1929, so I've been here a long time, and I've gone through about every phase that could be gone through as far as planning for festival. Back years ago when we first started, we didn't have the facilities we have today, and we would go around to families here in the Tontitown area, and someone would donate a chicken, someone would donate spaghetti already made up, or the things to make the spaghetti with. And the women got together and they did all the preparations for the dinners. And we had a carnival at that time up here at the corner on where our stoplight is. And from there it grew into the point that we moved into the school basement, which is right to my left here. We prepared the chicken, the spaghetti, the women did. And we had a hall that after dinner we would have a dance till about 12 o'clock until the carnival let out. And it just kept growing and got larger all the time. And to now it's a pretty great thing because we have automatic machineries to make our spaghetti. And it has changed quite a bit. I guess my favorite memories is the closeness of the community. Without the help that they put in themselves to make things go like it should, it took a lot of hard work. And just being around the people that we love so much, all family back then it was real close family related, and it just kept growing, and now it's we include everybody within the area. At that time we were having our dinners in the basement, just to my left here, and it used to be that the women would serve all of the people after cooking the meal and working hard all day long. We'd have what they call swappers, what they call them now, and they clean the tables off and bring food back out. And the women used to do all that themselves. And me and my friend helped that particular night, and we started what they call swappers. And that was many years ago. His name was Virgil Berg Jr. And that was one thing I remembered, and it went on so well that they had swappers to help out that it grew to where now we got men that does it every evening of the festival. There's a function serving the dinners, and it just seemed like it kept growing and growing and growing, and it's with the cooperation of all the volunteers that we have a very fine program going. Things have changed so much that as you go from year to year, you learn a little more about what goes on. And we start out with about 7 cases of eggs, and those eggs are cracked, and from there they're sent to a location where they mix the eggs with flour, and then we've got a large automatic mixer now, and after it's mixed to where it can be put together, it's removed from this big mixer onto tables, and they cut it up in small pieces or small rolls. And then we have machinery out on the floor that's called rollers, and it's got an adjustment on it from 0 to 10, and they'll start out with number 10 because your dough is rather thick, and as they roll it through, back and forth, until they get it down to about, a thickness of, I'd say, about between 30 seconds to an eighth of an inch thick in long strips. And from there it's sent over to cutters, and it cuts the spaghetti in several small pieces which form a spaghetti. From there the young girls take it and well, they'll run it through this machine that does the cutting. From there the people on that machine will take it to another location where it'll be hung on racks to dry. We have large A-frame racks with dowel pins across about 3 foot, I guess, wide, and the spaghetti is hung on those racks. It'll dry for the rest of that day, and the next evening it'll be cased up into boxes for either to be used for the dinners, and the spaghetti that's put on sale after the festival or during the festival. We have a booth. It's packaged in 1 pound packages, and we sell that for about I think it's about $3 a pound, which, and in lots of cases now, families make their own spaghettis right at their home. Well, to make the sauce, it's rather complicated because we start off with a container that holds 100 gallons of sauce, and we started off with pork, fat, and it's cooked down to little, real tiny pieces. And from there, then they add, they have salt, peppers, spices of different kind, tomato sauce, tomato paste, and toward the last, whenever it's cooked down like we think that it's ready to be processed, they'll add about 7 or 8 gallons of water to it, and we wind up with about 100 gallons of sauce after it's completed. And the women do all this preparation before, as this is being made, all throughout the morning. And after it goes through its process of cooking, and we think it's ready to leave, we'll turn the temperature down on the underneath on the burners that's underneath the tank to about 220 degrees, and it's left there the rest of the evening till about 4 o'clock. Then the women will come back in and they'll put it in large containers and put it in a cooler, chiller, and chill the sauce down, and then we're ready to serve it. Whenever the spaghetti is cooked, the night of the festival, which we start about 4 o'clock in the evening, goes till about 8 or 8:30 at night, serving dinners and we'll serve between. Started off, we probably used to serve 100 people years and years ago. Now we serve about 2,500 a night dinners. And outside of the carnival, we have a large carnival every year, and a lot of fun is put into it. We have music every night. It comes in here, different groups that are very popular, and it's everything is on the grounds is free if you want to listen to music. And we also have sales of the car and our price for the tickets. We have 6 tickets for $5. They're $1 a ticket. And the last night of the festival, which be Saturday night, I guess it is, if we have it over the weekend. There'll be a drawing for the winning, the person that holds the winning ticket for that car, and we make a profit on selling tickets. The queens go out and sell tickets for about 3 weeks before the festival starts. And the proceeds that they bring in helps to pay for the car, and there is some profit from that too. It had been in the past for years.
He was my assistant when I was crowned queen, so he and my dad got to bring up flowers and the crown and a scepter. They had little matching bow ties. It was so fun and so special.
Mm-hmm. And 2 years ago, her sister was queen. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. 10 years ago, yeah.
It was a wonderful experience because I was they invited me to be involved in going up on the stage and presenting my granddaughter.